Now we'll discuss about the read only and the computed property, right? So we had discussed how to create a write only property and how to create the read only property. Now, most of the time the write only property is not common, but the read only property is quite common for the number of reasons, right? Now, now to understand this, right? Consider this simple example of the circle class we have, right? Where we can read and write the radius of the circle, but want a computed property of area, and we do not need to store the area value over here. We can always calculate it given the current value. We can see that here with the math, we are importing pi. Now we are creating this circle class. Then the init method, we are setting the radius. Now this area we are setting as a property. We are printing the calculating area. And now when we call this area, it will calculate this output, and it will calculate this value and give you the output, right? So this area is the property decorator now, right? Now here we are creating an object of the circle, and now we are trying to check the area of the circle, which is this. So now we can see that we have called this property decorator, right? Because we are printing it. Now, now we could certainly just use this class method area, but area is more property to the circle, right? So it makes sense to kind of get the area directly with the as an attribute, right? The advantages of how we did is that we should the radius of the circle event, like if the radius of the circle changes, the area value is like directly changes. Like let's say so. Oh, here we are saying this c dot radius equal to 2, right? Now when we do c dot area, so we are changing the radius and instantly we are trying to check the area. We are seeing that here the value have changed. On the other hand, this area is calculating every time. Like let's say that when we call this c dot area 2 times, both time this area will be calculated. So it is like using the computation every time. So now we can fix this problem without breaking our interface, right? So what we're trying to do is we want to cache the value, right? Only, and this function will only remember when if the radius gets changed, right? Then only it will calculate. Otherwise, it will kind of gives you the cached output, right? Now here for that, what we have done is we have redesigned our circle class. Now we have defined this area as a none. Now here we have defined this property decorator right over here, which just return the radius, and we have the this property decorator to change the radius value. Here it says that when you change the radius value, right? First we set the area as none, and then we change the radius value, right? Now when you get the area, it will check that if the area is none, then only it will calculate the output. Otherwise, it will give you the original output, right? So here we are setting that if the value gets changed, then we'll set the area as none, and then it will be calculated. So this is one way to work around this. Let's do this. So here we create the object of circle. We are saying c dot area. We get calculated when we again get c dot area. This value is not getting calculated. This is like coming from whatever the calculation which was done earlier. Now when we change the radius and when we again check the area, now it is calculating, right? Now when we again check the area, now it is using the original output or like a recalculated output, right? Yeah, this is it. Thank you very much.